Have you ever pushed away someone who loved you, just to test if they'd come back? We often demand proof of love, forgetting that real love doesn't always shout. Sometimes it stays silent, steady, and patient. But when we test it too hard, we might lose it forever. This is the story of two nightingales who lived in a forest and how doubt destroyed the very love they thought they were protecting. Deep in the forest, in the hollow of an old oak tree, lived two nightingales, a male and a female. Their lives were simple, yet beautiful. Every morning, the male sang a soft tune that echoed through the trees, and every evening, he brought her seeds, berries, and twigs to make her nest stronger. He adored her more than the world itself. He gave her the best of what he could find, always putting her comfort before his own. To him, love was not in words, but in constant, quiet actions. But the female nightingale, though gentle and kind, carried a heart full of insecurity. She wondered, why is he so good to me? What if tomorrow his love changes? What if he finds another bird more beautiful? Her doubts began as whispers in her mind, but soon they grew louder. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, she asked him, "Do you still love me the same way you used to?" The male looked at her with soft, tired eyes and replied, "Why else would I be here, day after day, singing only for you?" But his answer didn't calm her heart. Instead, she convinced herself that maybe he was only saying it to keep her from leaving. As days were passing, the questions returned again and again. "I don't think he loved me like before. You don't sing as sweetly as you once did. You don't bring me the best berries anymore." Each time, the male bird listened patiently, assuring her, showing her through his presence. But still, her doubts grew. Finally, one frosty evening as winter approached, the female nightingale said, "If you truly love me, prove it. Tomorrow, before sunrise, we'll both meet under this oak tree. Whoever comes first, whoever waits longer, loves the other more." The male nightingale paused. His heart ached, because he knew love shouldn't be measured this way. Yet, he saw the worry in her eyes. He smiled softly and said, "Fine. If this test will calm your heart, I will do it." That night, as the forest grew colder, the female went to her nest, whispering to herself, "I'll rise before dawn. He'll see me waiting, and he'll know I love him deeply." But the male, he couldn't leave. He sat beneath the oak tree, his feathers ruffled by the freezing wind, determined not to let her doubt linger even for a second. "What if I fall asleep and wake up late?" he thought. "She'd think my love was never true. No, I'll stay here all night. Then, when she comes, she know I never left her side." So, he stayed. The cold gnawed at his little body. His feathers shook, his beak chattered, and his wings curled tightly around him. The night was merciless, but through the freezing hours, his heart burned with love. Meanwhile, in her warm nest, the female nightingale couldn't sleep. She kept watching the stars, counting them, waiting for the faintest light of dawn. As soon as the sky turns blue, she whispered, "I'll fly to the tree. He'll see me first and know how much I care." The moment the horizon began to glow faintly, she rushed out, her wings cutting through the crisp morning air. Her heart raced with excitement as she landed beneath the oak tree. But when she looked around, her excitement turned into confusion. He wasn't there. Her wings drooped, her eyes dimmed. Maybe he didn't come. Maybe he doesn't love me as much as I thought. Still, she sat on the branch, waiting. Even if he didn't come, I'll wait for him, because I love him. Minutes passed. The sun began to rise. The golden light spread across the ground. That's when her eyes caught a small, unmoving shape at the base of the tree. She froze, with trembling wings. She flew down. Her breath stopped. It was him, curled beneath the oak tree, his body stiff from the cold, his eyes closed forever. "No, no," she cried, pressing her wings around him, trying to warm him, shaking him as if he might wake. Tears spilled onto his frozen feathers. Then, she noticed something beside him. A small twig with berries, carefully placed by his side. and one of his feathers tucked neatly next to it, a silent message left behind. I never left, primera está yet heary through the night, so you'd never doubt again. Her heart shattered. She whispered through her sobs. You fool, you stayed all night, only to prove something I should have always known. I should never have doubted you. I should never have tested your love. The forest echoed with her cries, her regret heavier than the cold that had taken him away. That winter morning became a lesson carved into the silence of the forest. In love, we often look for grand gestures, dramatic proofs, or competitions to feel secure. But true love is not in the noise. It is in the quiet sacrifices, the constant presence, the small acts that never leave us even when unspoken. By doubting love and demanding proof, we risk losing the very soul that gives it freely. Love isn't a race of who gives more. It is a bond to be trusted, protected, and cherished. Sometimes, by the time we recognize the depth of someone's silent devotion, it's already too late. So remember, trust before you doubt. Hold before you push away. See the love in the silence before the silence is all that's left. If this story touched you, take a moment to reflect. Are you testing the people who already love you instead of trusting them? If you felt this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that speak not just to your ears, but to your heart.